Hello and welcome. You're watching the Hindustan Times. I'm Abhishek Singh. We are, of course, coming to you from the Leadership Studio on the sidelines of HTLS 2025. I'm now joined by Mr. Sanjay Pandey, whole-time member Finance, PFRDA. Thank you so much, Mr. Pandey, for taking out the time and talking to us. What's your experience of the summit been so far, sir?
It has been a wonderful experience. We have partnered with Hindustan Times in a way because of the theme which is transforming tomorrow. Which is very apt for PFRDA. As a pension regulator, we are looking towards the vast segments of population which is not covered under a pension, old age security. So this summit has given us wonderful opportunity to listen to the political leadership, also to the leaders of the industry. And we started with the Union Finance Minister in the morning, and now the last session which I attended was from Mr. Mittal. So it has been it's a very good sessions which have been, and in between we also had a huge grant and actor. So it's a kind of a good opportunity to listen to various people of the industry, political spectrum, and also people from the entertainment industry.
Right. And PFRDA, of course, is doing a difficult job, doing a good job of it though. Some of the challenges that you feel as an organization, if you were to get some help, let's say from the government, what would that help look like? What are some of those challenges?
As you know, the PFRDA has the role as a pension regulator, and that we do with an unbundled architecture along with the various intermediaries. So we have 10 pension funds with us, and along with that, we have the Central Record Keeping Agency, Trusteeship, Trustee Bank, and the custodian, and various other entities which help us in reaching out to the population. And then we have the schemes which have been built in. So what we have done with the help of the central government, in recent times, we have opened up the sector. We have brought in the multiple scheme framework in which now the pension funds are allowed to design their own schemes. Previously, they were under a common schemes of NPS where they could do with whatever was provided by PFRDA, but now they can design their own schemes. They can design schemes for vast people kind of segments which have been right now not covered. It could be a gig and platform worker, it could be self-help groups, it could be MSMEs, it could be in the agricultural sector. So we are looking for all these segments which were not covered earlier. Now they would be covered by the pension funds by designing their specific schemes which will be tailored made for various kind of people. So that's one thing which we have got the approval of central government, and we have gone ahead with that. Along with that, we are bringing in some changes in the investment guidelines, some changes in the exit regulations, and with the gradual timings, we hope that we will be able to reach out to those which have been left out right now.
Right. As far as the investment, guidelines are concerned, one of the rules which was mandated by PFRDA recently is, of course, that a formal and mutual agreement between employers and employees is a must before, of course, deciding where the employee funds will be invested. That's a move which has been hailed and appreciated.
Actually, that is, are you talking about the Social Security Code or
both?
Because in our sector, we have the employer-employee relationship for the government sector as well as for the corporate sector.
Yeah.
And for the government, it's a very clearly laid down thing. We have the default schemes, and we also have the choice of the active choice or the auto choice, under which the employee is free to make the choices. And we have a large number of schemes. So it gives a very flexible choice to the subscriber. They can contribute according to their own choice. And even in the corporate world, the same employer-employee relationship comes in, and there also the choices with the employer. And then recently we have brought in a circular which has made it more easy for the employee after 1 year to choose a scheme of their own. So they are not bound by their corporate leadership to go in a particular direction with a particular pension fund.
Right.
Now we have opened up on that also.
All right. Thank you for clarifying, of course, the investment guidelines. And now, one more thing which I would like to talk to you about is, of course, the NPS Vatsalya. If you can sort of throw some light on that, talk to us about the scheme.
NPS Vatsalya is a very unique scheme and a very tailor-made scheme for the minors between the age group 0 to 18 years. And it came as a budget announcement, the union budget of 23-24, that spoke about the scheme. And then the Union Finance Minister, she launched the scheme in September 24. And since then, we have seen the enrollment of about 1.5 lakh already subscribers into the scheme. A scheme is a unique in the sense that it is a better option that what is available to the minors at this age compared to what we have in the mutual fund or in the insurance sector, or even compared to the Sukanya Samriddhi scheme, because this is both for boys and girls, and you can enroll in the scheme up to 18 years, and then you have an exit clause also, or if you want to, you can opt to continue with the scheme in a regular NPS scheme. Secondly, it has a lot of liquidity in the scheme that you can take partial withdrawals for the educational needs. So
Right.
that makes it very unique. And then you have the choice of the pension funds. You can invest with any of the pension funds. And recently we have introduced some changes also. So that now the pension funds will be able to make the branding of the NPS Vatsalya in the same manner as the multiple scheme framework, in which, as I said earlier, that they have been given the permission to make the tailor-made schemes. So now NPS Vatsalya also they will be able to brand in the same manner, and it has a lot of high equity content. From 50 to 75% content could be equity, rest could be the corporate bond and the GSECs. So this is because the kids at that age, they need a scheme which gives a good corpus. Accumulated corpus should grow at a very high pace, and with the compounding factor introduced in the scheme, it will be something which the children, when they reach the age of 18, they would have a good corpus so that they can look forward to their educational needs. And we are trying to make the onboarding as easy as possible, as flexible as possible, and which with HT, we are looking forward to going to different schools, different communities, different parent-teacher meetings and other places, avenues, where we can explain the scheme, make the orientation, awareness of the scheme, and try to do the onboarding on the spot. So these are the things. And also this scheme is oriented towards that the gifting is allowed. So there's a nani, there's a dadi who would like to gift their grandchildren some money. That could be done. Even your friends, your relatives, they want to give. There's a birthday coming up. There's another ceremony coming up. So all these kind of things, you can keep in the money in a corpus, which will keep on growing, rather than just giving in a cash. It will a kind of thing that it will built into that, and it will provide a kid the financial literacy. They would understand what is the culture of saving at an early age. They would understand that how can their small savings can lead into become a very big corpus when they need it. So these kind of things, which is very transformative, in the sense that this kind of financial literacy, along with this accumulated corpus going at a very good pace compared to any other options that they have presently. But I think, and with the liquidity also, if they need the partial withdrawals, I think it's a win-win situation for parents, guardians, for the kids as such. And we are trying to make it as easy as possible for more and more kids to come into the scheme. And we look forward to association with Hindustan Times so that we can make the outreach more purposeful and reach to the largest number of school children as possible.
Yeah, scheme which could actually transform a child's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Quick follow-up, sir. So if someone has a child and wants to enroll his or her child for this scheme, what are the basic minimum requirements for him or her to be eligible?
There's the minimum requirements would be that you have to have the child's identity and a kind of age certificate. But we are trying to make it as easy as possible. If the parent is already a NPS subscriber, then lesser details are needed for onboarding into the scheme. If the parent is not a NPS subscriber, then also we are trying to make it as easy as possible for the onboarding. So with very less number of documents to start with, because as the person is investing into the scheme, and at the time of withdrawal, we will do some more validations. But we are trying to do away with as less validations as possible in the beginning, so that the onboarding becomes easier. And only when there is a actual cash going out from the corpus, there we will do some validations, which is built into the scheme. So I think it is very flexible scheme, very innovative scheme, and at the same time, the school child has complete control over the corpus going on, and he or she can actually see it. So it's just not you put in the money in a bank, you can't actually see its growth. We have this transparent system that you can log into your account you can actually see that how much money has come, how much interest has been paid
Yeah.
into my account. So all this kind of thing will be very helpful for the children, and for the as per the vision of the Viksit Bharat 2047. I think this is a very good scheme, and we can create that kind of environment for the school children up to the age of 18 years.
Yeah, watching your money grow at that age could be really fascinating
Very
and fun. But on that note, thank you so much for taking out the time and doing this. Thank you.
Thank you.